Hi there, and welcome for Atman Coin. 20th of August 2026. Beautiful day today for winter. It's like beautiful, 24 degrees. So on today's project, I'm going to be setting up my fry tanks all ready for the upcoming breeding season. It's only about 6 weeks away now, so I'm super pumped, super excited. Let's get into it, and I'll show you what's installed today. I'm going to be setting up the tanks and also the new filter boxes as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Any comments down below. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's get cracking. So I just got back from the father-in-law's. Now the task is setting up these two porta pools at the side of my garage up here. So I'll get back to you when they're all set up. But yeah, bit of a task, but that's my job today. These two fry ponds from my father-in-law's. As you can see, they've got mess everywhere. So my plan today is I'm going to be setting these two ponds up here ready for the breeding season, which is only a few months away now. The problem, what you get with these portable ponds, are a great idea, but they only last about 2 seasons. When you start packing them away and folding them up, they tend to get creases and they tend to get leaks. I'll just zoom in here, I'll show you what I mean. So I need to seal these leaks first of all. So what you'll see there as I zoom in, you'll always find that where the creases are, you always get holes. So you see those little white dots there, there's 2 little white dots. They're little weep holes. So I've got to seal those up first of all before I start filling them with water. That's the only problem you get with these, is because of the harsh Australian climate, the hot sun, they go brittle. So what happens is over time they go brittle, these, and when you fold them up, any creases you get like down here, see how you've got the creases there. So what happens is they get very brittle and then they start leaking. So that's my plan today, is I'm going to be sealing all those little holes. You always get them, it's always a problem. But all I do is I just, put a bit of repair kit over the top there. I'll show you what I do. But that's my plan today, is I'm going to do that. So I want to get these filters and these ponds set up all ready for the breeding season, because this is where I'm going to be putting my fry this year. So these are where all the leaks are. It's usually across the crease inside, so I need to repair all those. Yeah, so it's basically where these creases are down here. That's what I need to repair. I'm going to use these. So these come with the porta pools. You're going to either use this one here, which you just cut up into strips like this, like it's a clear, or you can actually use this glue and then just cut these little patches off and stick them on. That's for the floor, and then this is for the sides as well. This is the setup I'm going to use. What I'm going to use is, this here will be bolted to the drain. Inside they'll be flush. Then it's a 25mm threaded onto a ball valve. Then another threaded union, and then a cam lock. So basically then I can attach this piece here to a hose, 25mm hose. Then I can just take it off and on, off and on. One of the bottom drains threads put on there. So you can see from the inside there. Keeps it nice and flush. So that's great. Hopefully then all the water, all the dirt at the bottom will come out a lot easier. Two valves you've got the Filmac with the blue handle, and you've got the El Cheapo from your local hardware store. The difference, the orifice on that is about 22mm all the way through. That's a 25mm thread with a 22mm inside. This one here is a 25mm thread with about a 15 diameter inside. So regarding diameter, this one here is a lot smaller than that one, both the same size thread, 25mm. The difference is you need 2 hands to open that one, and after time it seizes up and it becomes a nightmare and it ends up cracking. These ones here are fantastic. I've had these for years and they're just so easy to open. You probably open it even with 1 hand. Yeah, so that one there you can open with 1 hand. This one here, you haven't got a chance in a million years. It just, yeah. So these here, garbage. Pay the extra $20 and get these ones. These are fantastic. I'm going to have the bottom waste drain, and then what I'll do then is just with these cam locks, just pop on there, and then a hose pipe to the end. Then I can just remove these, put on the next one. But I use these glass fibre fittings. They're better than the cheapos, a bit more expensive, but these Filmac fittings are great. They're nice and loose, they never get tight. Better than the cheap red ones you get from the local hardware store. These are really well, and they're easy to use as well. They'll come with a little tap, but it's only about 10mm, which is not very good really. So at least with these ones are 25mm, so a bit better. So both bottom drains on now. They're a lot easier. You can see them to turn on and off so easy. They're great. So I always use these Filmacs. A little bit more expensive, but works great. And the inside now is probably about, I would say, probably about 10mm, 5mm from the bottom. So that'll be great for draining these tanks. Do the leak test. Just test to make sure they're not leaking. They all seem pretty good. No leaks dropping there. No leaks dropping on that one. Look inside. So it's just past the drain valve. So there's no leaks in there, which is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with them. But yeah, these are so easy to use. Like you say, just nice and easy. So yep, pretty happy with them. Pretty happy with them too. No leaks. Using these cam locks, you just pull them off and on, and then just take it off like so, up on the next one, and so on. But it's great. And then just adjust the pipe to the end there, 25mm pipe. And then you can water the garden with that, or put it into a bucket and tip it into the garden. 316 stainless steel mesh left over, so I've made some bottom grills. So these grills here just seat in there like that. So that one's about 100mm from the bottom, so the media will seat against there and stop it from getting all the mud and sludge from the bottom for easy draining. I'll pop one in there as well, got one for there as well. All the media for the inside of the tanks is this fishing net, commercial fishing net. Apparently it's the same stuff as you use the strands for the car jack mat. Apparently it's the same stuff. When it's all shredded to pieces, that's how they make the jack net. So it's supposed to be a great source of media. So that's what I'll be using inside these 2 filters here. But just to give you an idea of where it's going to go, it's going to go over there. The old sieve filters, I'm going to take these out and make some more, because water gets down the side here and they're a little bit flimsy, so I'm going to take them out and I'm going to make some more. Use these instead. These are just painting trays, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out here, and then attach some of the mesh which I've ordered online, the 304 stainless steel mesh. I'll let you know when I've done one. I'll just show you how I've done it. Do with a hand grinder is just cut the bottom of these painter trays out, like cheapos from hardware store, and then I can just attach the roll of the mesh. But I'll cut that bottom out now. So that's the bottom cut out now. So that's the bottom cut out. All I do then is just go around with a styling knife blade just to tidy it all up. But it's pretty easy, it's pretty soft plastic. So just go all the way around like so. All cut out now, all cleaned off. All I have to do now is put the mesh on the bottom. What I ordered online, it's 400mm wide by about 1.5 meters. Comes in and you get a couple of lengths. I'll zoom in there and show you just what gauge they are. So you get 4 lengths of 500 mesh, 304 stainless steel, and then you get a couple of lengths of 200 mesh, 80 microns, size 40 cm by 1.2 meters long. So yeah, it's dirt cheap. I think I paid $10. I can't remember exactly, but it was pretty cheap. But it does the job. You get 1.5 meters of it, so it's pretty good stuff. Just comes on a roll, and that's all I'm going to use for the sieve tray. So just clamp one end. I've folded the edge over just to stop it from fraying. Just clamped one edge. I'll just then pop rivet, pop rivet, pop rivet. So that's one-sided now, all pop riveted. All I'll do now is just pull it tight to this side and pop rivet the other side. Pretty easy. So that's it all finished now, all the way around. Yeah, those stainless steel pop rivets hold the wire in. At least now, that's pretty good. So that way now, it sits in there a lot better and it won't run down the sides. But yeah, these are a good idea, these. Just to drain the water, then it runs through the bottom there and into the filter box. Ended up, these portable pulls, like I said before, you put them away for the winter period, and they get creases and they always leak. So I've had a problem with these two. I've tried to repair them, but they're still leaking. So I've trashed them both, got rid of them, and I've got a couple of new ones. I've got this one here, which is brand new, which I just used last year, just for spawning. And I'm waiting for the postman to deliver the second one. Once I've got the second one, I will then set it up over there. But this one here is virtually brand new. Yeah, I've just found that I ended up trying to repair, but just more holes, and it just kept leaking. So in the end, I just scrapped them both. So I've purchased one more, and I'll use this one from last year. Parcels come now. This should be the second pull, which I've ordered. Let's just open it, see what it is, eh? So it's just another one of those pulls. They're only dirt cheap, $200, $220. So they're pretty cheap. So this is the porta pull. So it's 2.2 meters by 1.5 by 60 cm deep. And it's approximately, there you go, 1,620 litres or 439 gallons. But yeah, this will do the job. This is exactly the same as the other one. So I'll set this up now. The two new porta pulls in place now. That's where the filter box is going to go over there. And also that's where the filter box is going to go there. So what I'll do now is I'll start filling the boxes up with the media. I've started this one over here. I've started filling this one up, but I need to put a 50mm pipe inside. So basically the 50mm pipe goes inside there and goes right to the bottom, so the water comes in over the top here, comes in over the top, through the filter, through the hole there, into the second filter box. Clean water rises and then it'll come out here. But that's what I need to do now. But yeah, a bit of a mess out here, but beautiful day today. Absolutely sensational. It's about 25 degrees. It's beautiful. So getting there slowly. Just need to do a few modifications. I've started rigging up the pumps. So I'll let you know how that's going to go as well once I get it all together. So I fit the top of the sieve filter to this box here, so basically just this fitting here with the washer on the inside, wash on the outside, and then just tighten it up there. Works fine. So that's how the middle of the filter boxes are going to go. This pipe in the middle here, this will take the water from the sieve filter at the top to the bottom. So once I pack all that in there, I will then pack stuff around here as well, filter mat as well. So then yeah, the lid will just seat on top of there, which will work pretty good. So that's how it's going to go. I've just packed up the tops as well, filled all the little gaps with these just spiral filters I've got here. So what I'll do is I'll top those up with water and see how how far they get up here. Should get to just the bottom of here because it's got a 50mm outlet, so the water flow should not be restricted. So I'll see how they go. So that's the first one. I'll do the second one now. This one now, in the second one, it's like a giant snake. I haven't bothered cutting this one up. I'll just put it in there roughly. The other one was cut into little like sausage shapes, but these ones here, I'll just put all that in whole. So all I'll do with this is just coil it up like a giant snake, a giant python. So all I do is just coil it up and leave a gap in the center, just where I'm putting that pipe to take the water to the bottom. Surprising how heavy it is, this stuff. So I've just roughly coiled it up in the middle. I'll show what that looks like. Put all this in here just loosely. They're all little off cuts, all different thicknesses, and yeah, it'll just add a bit more extra filter, and that'll hold that in the middle as well, which is pretty good. Both filled up now with the 50mm tube in the center, so they're all seated on bricks there. Just lift them off the ground. This one here now I'll start filling it with water. That's all fixed in place as well. So yeah, I'll see how they go now. So once this gets to the top, then I'll do the other one as well, just to keep these in place. And then I'll start just lightly topping up these just to hold them in place. So that's up to level now, which is pretty good. So I'll soak all them under there. That should work fine. That should work fine, that. So that's one filled up. I'll fill the other one up now. I'll fill the other one once I get this, tangle this pipe. So that one's filling up now. That one's running fine. My next plan is get a bit more water in here and just level this one out properly. So they're just filling up now. I'm just going to put some water in them. But I'll show you how the filter, so you can see it in there. See the pipe in the middle? So that just seats into the lid there, and that's how it takes the water to the bottom. So I'm just filling up these now, just put a bit of water in there. That's how I'm going to finish we're gonna have the spray bars like that. So yeah, so it looked pretty good with the spray bar. So I've got one on there and one on there. So this is how the pump's going to work. So the pump is going to be set in the corner there, and then this is how the spray bar is going to be working. So the spray bar will work there, and then once it fills up it just runs into the filter. That works pretty good. So it acts like a spray bar, like a sieve filter, and then it comes out the end there. I'm going to need to put some caps on the end of there just to finish off that water spray bar. Pretty happy with that. That's working pretty good. So I'll show you underneath there. You can see there it's just running down. Works a treat. And then once every couple of days I'll just take this tray out and empty it. Got it on set up as well, and I'll test that shortly as well. But this is working really good. Yeah, the pump I'm using, it's a variable, and it goes from 10 watts, 15 watts, 20 watts. So let's put it down to 10 watts. So it's on 10 watts now. Still comes out quite good. And what I'll do is then when I put the fry in here, I'll put a mesh guard around the pump there, and then I'll just adjust it as the fry get bigger. But yeah, that's on 10 watts. That's 15 watts. And the last one 20 watts. So it's a 3-speed setting, and they're bloody great, these pumps. That's the make of the pump, and I think these cost me $70, and they're a 4,500 litre pump, and I've had them now for I reckon 4 or 5 years and no problem whatsoever. So the second one rigged up now. That's working fine as well. Bit of a leak there, which I'll fix. It's just a leak here, but that one's working pretty good as well. What's that on? That's on 20 watts. 10 watts. $15 watts. And 20 watts. 20 watts. So these pumps work great. We've got a couple of little leaks over there, which I'll just fix. Just dripping at the top there. So I'll fix that. Other than that, it's working pretty good. So they're all set up now for the breeding period, which is only 6 weeks away now. It's better to be prepared nice and early. But these are working pretty good, these. And then I'll just empty them once a week from all the algae. And so we'll get that there. Yeah, they're working pretty well. A great little idea, these.